talk about excessive filling of engine oil to an engine. You see, an engine, according to the manufacturer requirement, there's a dipstick in an engine. The work of that dipstick is to show you the level of at which you're going to fill the oil. So I recently inspected the vehicle of my client, and I noted the client was complaining that his vehicle akifika kwa mlima ina lose power, aki-accelerate ina take time kupick. So I went and checked that vehicle. The client was at Kilimani, so I decided to use the Aguinskodek road. For you who have into that road knows there's a place where along that center there's a very steep hill there. So I took that vehicle there. Surprisingly, that vehicle upon going through that slope hill, on reaching in the middle of that hill, that vehicle literally did not even have power. So on my checking, I noted, of course, once a client complains of such an issue, like the doctor, when you go to a hospital, a doctor will try to ask you a slight history of what happened. So the client was like, she did some, she changed oil, she did some service on her vehicle at one of these express shops where you can, on the petrol station where you can. So, my good people, I can tell you, doing service at a place like that is not bad, but it's good. You have also to take care of your vehicle. Treat your vehicle like you like your body to be treated. You have a vehicle, an engine, or a vehicle as an engine, and the engine is treated like a human being. So shortcuts can lead to your engine failing in the long run. So the client had taken that vehicle for service. The vehicle was serviced, but surprisingly, the person who did service on that vehicle changed. It was a Mazda Demio diesel. So that person, first they used wrong engine oil. A Mazda Demio, the one that the Mazda Demio that uses the diesel, the ones that they have turbos, they use engine oil of type 0W20. 0W20, that is the viscosity, very thin oil, very thin. So in case you use a very different oil on that, it's going to affect the operation of your engine. The vehicle will just move, but with time, it's going to affect your engine. So in that being noted, I had to do a video to cover this so that it can help someone in the future. To cut the story short, we took that vehicle to a garage. I told you we had a partner. We have partnered with someone, a garage at the advertisement. But for the purpose of this video, so the vehicle was taken there and it was handled. So I decided let me come and do a video so that I can educate people on how excess refilling of that oil can damage your engine. First, excess refilling of that oil can cause what we call oil aeration. Oil aeration is like forming a foam inside the engine oil. Engine oil, the components of engine oil are made like the crankshaft. The crankshaft spin or it churns. While churning, it forms like a foam-like substance. So that foam, basically, it's oil that mixed with air. So during pumping, that is the oil pump. The oil pump finds difficult in pumping oil that is mixed with air. What can this cause to your engine? If the pump the oil pump does not pump oil properly, it exposes all the moving parts of that engine, like the crankshaft and the bearings. This leads to a situation where we have now metal to metal rubbing together. When that happened, friction, with time the bearings are worn out. The engine might even cease with time, because now if there is no lubrication in that between the crankshaft and the bearings, the engine may not. So another thing that excessive refilling of oil can damage your engine it causes damages to your catalytic converter. Catalytic converter is excessive refilling of that oil during that churning, and the foam that is created inside that engine crankcase. Now inside that engine crankcase, the foam and the pressure, there's excessive pressure that is formed during in that engine. So it's like now the crankshaft spin, it's train cutting through the excess oil. So this one can cause some excess oil to go leak into the combustion chamber. When oil leaks to the combustion chamber, it can cause some damages. The damage that is going to cause is now during burning combustion. That is, during combustion, oil is mixed with fuel. So if oil and fuel are mixed and they are burned, the oil has phosphorus and zinc in it. So if those two substances are burned with fuel, they must cause something we call sludge. This sludge goes and clogs your catalytic converter. And the very importance of catalytic converter, the importance of catalytic converter, in other words, is the muffler. Ile kitu unasikia watu wanaita kagari muffler. And that thing is very important to our environment, because now these harmful gases that are formed after combustion are the ones that are removed from the exhaust pipe. These harmful gases are converted to useful to maybe less harmful gas that do not harm the environment. That is, so if the catalytic converter is affected, definitely there will be pollution in the environment, which is now why the manufacturers came with the catalytic converter. So the catalytic converter converts the gases like nitrogen oxide, carbon oxides, and burnt hydrogens. These gases are converted to oxygen, vapor, so they don't become harmful. So excessive refilling of that engine oil has so many harmful effects and disadvantages, and more disadvantage than advantage. In fact, there's no advantage, because now the manufacturers normally on the dipstick, it has two dopes. If you've ever removed that dipstick and cleaned it, beneath it there are two holes, punched oils. This also indicates or tells you the level at which you should fill your oil. So in case in case you feel that you fill your engine oil with the excess oil, the oil is going to pass. It's going to go past those two marks that are indicated on that dipstick. So another thing that that kind of that thing of practice can lead is fouled sparks. Now, during combustion, if there's some excess or foreign oil that are emitted to the combustion chamber, this oil could affect the rate at which the spark produce sparks. And this, if now there's no proper sparking during combustion, the engine now starts having misfires. That is one thing, because now sludge goes and blocks the spark plugs, the point at which the spark plug produce sparks. So we can have some misfiring on your vehicle, and this affects now the horsepower of your engine. That is why you find that if now, like for this case of our client that the Mazda demo that I just told you, those are the effects that vehicle was exactly having. So good people, during service, kindly just do good. Treat your vehicle like a baby, your baby. Like other people call their vehicle my baby. So kindly make sure that vehicle is well treated. Take it to a technician, take it to a garage, take it to someone who has the knowledge of handling motor vehicles. See, oil is just something very simple. Mtu anakwambia hii kitu dakika moja I can change, then they go up filling your engine with excess oil. The effects that I've told you can cause at the end of the day or the long run, you can end up replacing the whole engine just because of excess refilling of the engine oil. So guys, as I've told you, for motor vehicle advice, for pre-purchase inspection, for assessment, for inspection and valuation, Ideal Loss Assessors is the place to be. Kindly dial us to follow us, call us to pay biashara. Call this number 0702027413. Also, gari yako sometimes hata unaipeleka inaitwa aje nature walk. You know, even using your vehicle in short distances is also an issue. The engine has to burn to its maximum so that it produces the required heat. Yeah, hizo gases zichomwe vizuri so that they can just be the catalytic converter ikichomwa vizuri, that is when those sludges are released. You see, like these vehicles, the diesel vehicles, like this issue Mazda is having. I'm going to cover a topic some days on Mazda. Mazda CX-5 diesel and petrol, they have so many issues. So what were diesel engines Mazda, they suffer this problem of catalytic converter. Unasikia gari hata haina nguvu. Nani easy Mazda CX-5 they have that problem. So I'll cover video, my next video I'll just cover about CX-5, whether to buy a diesel CX-5 engine vehicle using a diesel fuel or petrol. So watu wangu, always subscribe this channel, follow me, follow my YouTube channel at Ideal Mwita, TikTok at Ideal Mwita, Facebook Ideal, Instagram Ideal Mwita. But the most important thing is the knowledge. Get the knowledge, know what to do. I know ladies are the most victims in this kind when it comes to servicing this vehicle. Unaenda peleka gari kwa garage, mechanic unasikia anaanza hey. They're like, when you take a vehicle to a mechanic na unasikia anaanza kukwambia, wow, thank God you came. This your vehicle, my friend, just know that is the language of kugongwa. So please, instead of you using trial and error methods to sort your issues, kindly call me 0702027413. You get all the advices regarding your vehicle. So stay tuned.